will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion. Is the one thing
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Still alive, are you? Going purse weighing you down? Is that all? Aye, it's a dangerous world out. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Trouble with your gear, or not saying Fordian, do you? No scratches, all right? And?
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming soon? Will there be thunder?
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. With the darkening skies, but be that as it may, I have a few new notes that might interest you. Now, this, I believe you will find most interesting. What subject shall we consider today? Did you learn everything you needed?
Will we ever see the sun again?
Did you see that?
Tell me you saw that.
Back again? Allow me to educate you. I have the details here. One must understand one's place in the world. Very good.
How are you doing? Quick look.
Seen enough?
Otto, the realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit. He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping me send an owl their way the moment the winds turn foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we...
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I live the scheming could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own soul. Could be that they...
I suppose...
How is it that every one of your little excursions not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate? No one could have predicted.
I'm sorry I couldn't...
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break this.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not...
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. but I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
I can hardly lift my arms.
The injuries suffered by both your brother and the prince were bad enough. But that wound above Joshua's heart is unlike anything I've ever seen. Were he not a dominant, I fear he would have succumbed to it long ago.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the sixth day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. but I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say. Clive, we have a problem. Only one? It would. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by
When it rained, it fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, and even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they get here, which means Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
The messages from Martha, Isabel, and Lubor.
I'm ready when you are, Clive.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Seen enough?
What will it be today? What is it that you wish to learn? Study it well, Clive. Very good.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye.
What's happened? Pardon me, but would you have that well-notched steel and impressed? Might you be well, being something of a... And I require a rugged companion. Should you accept... Well...
My arm's
Wonderful.
But where...
Along the old Zemeckis Road. Quickly!
Wait. I better make sure he doesn't get himself killed. What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin if you know what's good for you.
Are you hurt?
Happily not. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, colossal airships. Oblige me if you would. Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged them, a tantalizing mystery, no doubt. Come, good sir.
He's passionate. I'll give him that. Let's go. All right then. Who's first? It's over. You're going to get...
Oh, not when such in reaching for the... Alas, the full truth of the... But we must not dwell. Onward.
He's really got himself into trouble this time. Local! Get him!
still in one.
It would seem, and once more, though Moss the Chronic, he offers little in the way. Could the construction of such alas, all is mere...
Not if you keep running head first.
You are right, of course.
Glad to help.
I fear I may have rather overstated the... You see, and...
That's what this was.
I am...
Fine.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to. Truly, knowledge is a gift all the greater when shared. Thank you once again.
Do you have any fresh water?
Tell me, traveler, do the other villages of the realm suffer as...
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate.
What exactly?
I've come by particularly... Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever...
So I've heard.
Oh. So you know of it. A gentleman who might sympathize. Would you pass the good news to a few... So you won't... Is free stop it.
Needs a porter when there's nowhere left to go.
I've been asked from
Please, a piece of fruit.
Are you Milan?
That's me.
The innkeeper's just had us. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine and hand.
Comes with... we get...
You'll buy something, won't you? Please. You've raised the price.
I showed you my pass. What more do you want from me?
I'm looking for...
Well, you found it.
The innkeeper sent me. He's just
I've never said no to it.
You must be a busy...
No one's make meaning. What gets to me. Some days you... You know what?
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine. I spoke to your...
That's fantastic. It's been a while, and the way I see...
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving it, and then there's Milan. Those three are the back, and without the mark... Everyone... Right.
I hear you. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord.
A goat. A bottle...
The woes of the world may...
Never a truer word spoken.
Do you have any fresh water?
What's happened?
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him. What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
What do you...
Just information.
Now you...
Which way did he go?
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't seen.
Yes, we have.
Shush!
Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here? I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Too slow. Let's get this.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just
Joseph?
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thieves.
I take it things are more...
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left, because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their coast. I launched myself at them, full of righteous. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when
So you spared them? And earn their trust into the bark?
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren land. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fooled.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins...
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. Oh, and...
Your secret's safe.
I appreciate it.
Joseph's fine. He'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. You found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Sid. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalimil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. But the fact is...
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if... Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little... And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but...
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much...
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid.
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos. And the Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And these are cursed skies. Or an entire city.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so.
So, you see my...
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but if left to smolder, that anger and fear.
My thoughts exactly. Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods. If only they could...
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, he'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precise. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will, it may still be possible to make... Before presenting them with a...
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city.
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the...
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't
As you wish.
Your fate... Don't worry. Victor and I will do most...
Play along.
What he means to say...
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, Commander of the Red Wings?
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canva.
Victor says you told him that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that
True as the crystal's crack. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his soul. You know of the 7 high houses? There must be 2 Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's...
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town, that a band of beardless youths could be...
Absolutely. We'll show those bastards with it.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call... And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is. Natalie, allow me...
Lord Underhill.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my...
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that...
Indeed, sir. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley, and it is only a matter of time before...
It is worse than I thought. And while I applaud your endeavors to... Which means that now, more than... If our humble town is to endure not...
All right. If it will... But you needn't have gone through this.
Thank you, Clive.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that it... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
It appears I have no
know.
choice but to do
Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
defend what little we have.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my all.
You're not sick.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn...
I have a favor. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from...
Very well. Jill and I will meet...
The rest, my friend, mistakes I concede are hard.
That is a lot of...
Then it will be for us to see...
I thought you might...
We'll hold them off for as long as...
And we will...
No women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
To overwhelm us.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting.
Then we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there.
Without you, you saved us, Conrad. You saved us.
We all said.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirst.
Come now, Vic. We are united. As for you, Sid,
I'll take... First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the
I
wall.
saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood. Then we're next.
I can't do it.
But you can.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but they've taken so many. I've lost count.
A Kashik.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were...
Then we'll look for her.
More arrived from the capital this morning.
The two soldiers were carrying another. They didn't have any legs.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
I can't entirely blame the men of the garrison for losing heart. And they have thing.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
It's all right. Give me your arm.
They're still in the capital.
I'm sorry, darling.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went back of them glowing things.
Leave that to her.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Faster!
Look!
I see them. With me!
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
There are always more. You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love. Now, if you don't...
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my... But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than... Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
What are you after? There you go. Thanks very much.
My brothers. Shh, don't try and talk.
Martha. It's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, there were hundreds of them. Tried to... The rest are still down there now.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
Maybe I was too slow. More.
You're alive. That's all that matters.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Clive,
We deal with the Akashic first.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob...
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift. They got wounded with them!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them.
You look after everyone here. If any can...
I will.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still... But what about... I didn't... Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield.
Martha seemed to think you might... And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many...
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the engine.
Do you think we can hold...
We can certainly... Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flame.
You've never been one to shy away from danger.
I see you're all in one piece.
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way.
A second.
Feel like finishing.
Always.
Jill and I will make for you. You'll need to move the injured with that.
Don't you worry about...
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Too slow. Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round to wait. Shall we? Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to...
How many of your men were...
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back. The inn here affords a good...
What do you say, Martha?
Well...
My lord. Oscar? It is an honor. I am Oscar.
Murdoch.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. Yes. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
But I am a shield no longer, and spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems...
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not to... You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, and I would sooner serve under an... not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... It's all right. We know. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
I would not have it any other...
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Was wondering when you turn up. At ours from all our friends. How is it you always manage to arrive at...
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the...
let's see. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going... Now's the time to visit the infirmary.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you. Even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, Why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua! Clive! It's Gav! There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome.
Tyre's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family. Clive. How may I help you today? One must understand one's place in the world. Thus ends today's lesson.